We're here with Kings College baseball coach Jerry Greeley. Jerry, thank you for being with us today.
It's good to be here, Bob.
Coach, you have a lot of experienced players back, including 15 seniors. What type of leadership do you expect from this group?
We're expecting a lot from them. They've been here 4 years. We get a lot of good leaders out of them. Sweeney, Mikus, Eric Bohem, who actually transferred in last year, has been outstanding with his leadership, and Timmy Marchetti. They've been doing a really nice job. They've worked very hard in the off-season, did a lot of stuff on their own during the off-season, which is a key thing, and we're expecting big things from them this year.
Let's do a position-by-position preview of some of the top players you expect to contribute this year, including the infield, outfield, and pitching.
In catching, we have Timmy Marchetti, a senior catcher. DeCarlo is backing him up. Brynuck, a transfer. And Eddie McNichol. So we have 4 catchers. At first base, we have Sweeney's possibly going to still be playing first with Richie Bartamioli, Lizzie, and a transfer from Northampton, Heck. And they're all working pretty hard. And right now, we're still sort of up in the air who's going to, anchor that position. At second, we have Anthony Ray and Adam Paluskas are doing a nice job there. Shortstop, Lemoncelli and Zito are working there, and at third base we have Sweeney's working there along with Saccone and Cody Krupa. They all look doing a nice job in those positions. In the outfield we have Eric Bohm, James Bachowski, Santiago, and a few other guys working around in the outfield. And Brian Mikus, actually, I keep forgetting about him because he actually returned for his senior year because he was injured, I believe, 2 years ago, and missed that season with the medical red shirt. So he's excited to be back and has done a really nice job with the leadership. You could see his excitement just to have an extra year of opportunity to play.
Pitching is always important. Can you talk about the staff this year?
Yeah, the pitching, positive thing with pitching was we have a lot of experience back, and we're hoping that after they got an opportunity to pitch in key conference games and playoffs 2 of the years, that a lot of the guys are that the experience is going to come across this year. Last year, our pitching staff obviously struggled, and Coach DeStasio has done a lot of things to work with them, and it's not for lack of effort. I'm pretty sure they're going to come out and answer the bell this year, though.
Since you are the player working most often with the pitchers, let's talk about the staff and the potential they have going into the season.
Oh, well, we've had a lot of good bullpen sessions so far with Coach D. Joe Dorbad looks pretty solid. Brenton Eads, Pat Matthews. I feel like they're going to do a lot of good things for us this year. We also have a couple other guys maybe coming out of the pen that didn't really pitch for us the last 2 years. Jared Turner, Eric Bohm. They look pretty good. And even a couple of freshmen coming up. Keller. I think we're going to be a lot better than last year with our pitching staff.
Talk about the experience of the squad and how it will serve the team this year.
I think it's going to benefit us tremendously. And like you said, we have 15 seniors, and these are guys who have all come up through the program, have made a tremendous impact on this program. I can honestly say that this group that we have is some of the most talented that I've ever been able to play with at any level, whether it's high school, college, wherever. So I think that experience is going to help us. The guys know, after the season like we had last year, they know what we want to accomplish, and they're all focused, and you can tell whether that's in the weight room or whether that's at practice, the high energy and intensity. And I think the experience is really going to benefit us and hopefully lead us into having a tremendous season.
You were injured earlier in your career and decided to come back as a graduate student when you could have embarked on your career. What was it about Kings and the baseball program that convinced you to come back?
That's a good question. That's something that I've thought about since the summer started. When you're younger, when you're 8, 9, or 10 years old, you have your whole life figured out, and someone asks you, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, my answer was I wanted to be a professional baseball player. And, that's not going to happen, which is fine. But I've realized that right now, and I can say this honestly and wholeheartedly, that I'm living my dream. To be able to play at a level, this college baseball, which not every person gets to do. And I feel so fortunate and blessed. And especially coming back to Kings, this is somewhere where I feel comfortable. Just the small community that we have here. You have so many friends that you can lean on and count on whenever you need anything. The staff that we have here is phenomenal. You know, and it goes all the way down. You know, or the teachers. If there's anybody you need, they can help you out here. And I just felt comfortable here, and I knew this was the right decision for me, and I knew I wanted to come back for another year and give it another shot.
Chris, you have had a fabulous career at Kings, and you head into your senior year at or near the top of several school record categories. You have a career .385 batting average and are also Kings career leader with 29 home runs. Talk about the steps you have taken to enjoy the success you have had thus far.
For me, it's really not about the numbers or anything like that. I expect a lot out of myself, and I do just because I know how far I've come as a player, just from my days in high school and just how much work has gone into it. So, I mean, the numbers are nice because they're like a concrete, they kind of legitimize just your hard work. But for me, it's really just going out and knowing that I'm doing things the right way and the way that I've come to know how to do them. I mean, I just don't like to get away from the things that I've gotten used to doing. And that all starts with getting caught up with numbers. So again, for me, it's not about numbers. It's really just going out and playing the right way.
You pretty much know who you have back. You know who you're playing in the conference, what kind of competition there is. So what does your team have to do to be successful?
Well, work hard, which we've been working very hard. My goal as the head coach is to, practice the best we could practice every day and put the best coaching staff together that I could put together. And we've accomplished that so far, and we're just working very hard. And we're going to show up and play, and these guys are working, working to the best of their ability. And I have a very positive feeling about the team this year.
There's 15 seniors on the team this year, and with that number of returning players, what does Kings have to do to be successful?
In order for us to be successful, we have to grow and become a family. The best teams, that win championships, the guys on the team, they fight for each other, and they're a family. And I feel like we're doing a good job of that. I love every single, one of the players on my team, and they feel the same about me too. So, I mean, that's one of the most important things, for us going into the season is trusting each other and going to battle for each other.
Knowing what you have in terms of veteran players, what are your team and personal goals for the season?
Team goals, we want to win the Max. I think we have enough talent on this team. I was on a very good community college team, and we were a few outs away from going to the World Series, at that level. And I feel like this team draws a lot of parallels from my community college team. So that's definitely a goal I feel that we can achieve. And personal goals is just doing everything that I can to be a good team player and to help my team win.
Coach, your program has been extremely involved with community service and have received the Presidential Volunteer Service Award from President Barack Obama the past 2 years. Talk about your philosophy on the importance of community service.
That's sort of the staple. Well, that is the staple of our program. The guys, I'd like them to obviously realize that they do not live in a world of them, and that's sometimes tough for college kids. They're just focused in on their stuff, what they have to do. But over the years, that's one of the things I am by far the most proud of. We've been successful on the field many of the years, almost all the years, and then just with the community service, I'm beyond proud of the guys with that.